Hey, good evening and welcome to Salty Flag TV. Got a project here. A few videos on there concerning this, but this one's going to be a little different. Hadn't found one exactly like this, so stay tuned. All right, this video is about turning a jet ski trailer into a utility trailer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my four-wheeler on it. I got an old four-wheeler recently, and I had a double jet ski trailer, so I had my single jet ski trailer just kind of sitting around, and I need something to pull, and trailers aren't cheap these days, so nice aluminum trailer. What you can see here is I kind of got this idea from another video, but I'm using these U-bolts to bolt this down to the trailer, and then when I get I got 2x8s by 10s. They'll go across like this from the front to the back. So this will be the back board right there. That's not the actual board, that is just a decking board, but I'll deck this thing all the way up to the front, and I even got enough room up here to put a cooler, strap a cooler down, and it's going to be an awesome little trailer. I can use my winch there to actually strap the front of the four-wheeler down, and this trailer has tie downs on the back side here to strap it down. So I'm going to finish this up, and I'll take a little bit of video along the way so you can kind of see what I'm doing. But again, very simple, just using U-bolts, and when I get done, you won't be able to see any of that. It'll be covered up by the deck. I got some decking boards, so really simple operation here, and like I said, perfect four-wheeler trailer. So stay tuned. I'll take some more video as I go. So if you see here, see I have that other ramp in here. It's just going to slide right underneath this deck, but all I used was this metal you can get from Lowe's, and it's got all these cutouts in it. And most of these jet ski trailers have this track here with these bolts that in there. That's what your bunks over there go into. You see those bunks? That's what they fit into. And so I just bought this and put it in two of those holes, and then you can just slide it in from the back side when the deck's on top. The deck will hold this side down right here. So if you lift this up, the deck, you can't go any higher than this deck right here. And then this right here is held by the pin. And the pin just, just goes right through there, right through the top there. So extremely simple. And these pieces of metal were a little bit more expensive than I anticipated. They're like 45 bucks a piece, but made my jobs very simple. I just laid it in there. So that's kind of how I did that. All right, here's the kind of the final stage of kind of getting the trailer together and putting these decking boards down. So these are 2x8 decking boards, and I got them in 8-foot lengths, and they're just going to be cut at 46 inches. And I've got some of these deck screws here, right there. Just exterior grade 10 by 2.5 inch. I'll be using to screw these down into the boards. And so some of you may have asked, and I didn't think about it, why didn't you just screw the 2x4s down into your aluminum trailer there, and I have to do those U-bolts? Well, if something happens and I want to change this thing back to a jet ski trailer and sell it with my jet ski, well, I didn't want to have it tore up. So this way right here, I'm not doing anything to this trailer that would make it look any different if I decided to turn it back into a jet ski trailer. All this right here can be removed with just a few bolts. And so I'll get through this process here and kind of show you what it looks like in a minute. All right, kind of an important step here. It's a pretty long run with these boards, and if you're not careful, if you just kind of start screwing them in, you'll find out when you get to the end that you're off square. So first thing I did in this back board here is I got it in the back where I wanted it, kind of just centered there, and I used my square to make sure it was square, and I also used the back part of this to measure from here to here on both sides, and I felt like that would give me a good square starting point. And I screwed just one screw in that board on both sides, okay? And then I laid all my boards out all the way to the front. And just like I expected, when I got up here, I had more of a lip here than I did over here. So then I went back and adjusted them all and centered them up. And I got this one up here where I wanted it, right here, which basically I had 3/8 of an overhang on each side, and screwed one screw in it, and then just went back in and straightened everything out. So now I'm ready to go in and actually just put my screws in. And I've got this front section here I've got to do some additional cuts on, and then we'll be done. We'll have this trailer ready to go. I've got a couple of eyelets that I'm going to put in up here for the cooler, so I can mount a cooler up there. And then where the four-wheeler tire comes up and stops, I'm going to have a 4x4 sitting here, so it's kind of like a backrest for it. So I'll show you all that when it's done. Just a quick update here. I got all my boards laid in. I got one screw in each one, and kind of got that finished out. Just had to notch that little area right there, which is no big deal. Do it with the skill saw. Makes multiple cuts, and then just kind of bust it out with a you know, like a little pry tool. I use this right here. And you just make multiple cuts, and then take this and just bust it out, and it'll make you a notch. So let me get the rest of the screws in, and I'm gonna put that 4x4 on here, but I may not be able to do that until I actually get the four-wheeler on here the first time, so that may have to wait. But that's it right there. I think it'll make a great trailer. One quick thing here I almost forgot, is if you want to kind of have a better looking uniformity to your screws, pop you a line where you want your screws to go. And you can see I already did a couple without popping it, and you think you're straight, but you're not. So now I've got this line popped, and it'll just make it look more professional when you're done. Thanks for watching Salty Flag TV, and go Dogs!